Thanks for making MTN a part of your night. I'm Tim McGonigal. First at 5:30, Montana has seen one of its biggest spikes in new COVID-19 cases this past week, 136 total, the most since late March. At a news conference today, Governor Steve Bullock and state health officials explained what they thought is behind the surge and what could be done to slow it down.
We're not asking folks to wear a mask at all times. It makes no sense to do so when you're fishing with your family or when you're driving in your car alone. But do so at the grocery store, the pharmacy, grabbing a coffee, going into the gas station. That 15 minutes of inconvenience can make all the difference between one case turning into a dozen or more.
The latest coronavirus numbers in Montana show 176 active cases. As of 4 o'clock this afternoon, Montana has nearly 780 confirmed cases. 21 people have died, 580 have recovered, more than 75,000 COVID-19 tests have been administered in the Treasure State. While many testing centers have made getting tested for coronavirus fairly simple, the downside of testing can be the wait time. So what should you do while waiting for a test result? Alluvian Health advises the following: wash your hands, maintain social distancing, avoid touching the eyes or face to avoid spreading any illness, and follow guidelines issued at the county and state level, like wearing masks in public and avoiding gatherings of more than 50 people. Those who complete a coronavirus test are given a card with these instructions as well. Well, showers and thunderstorms are firing up this evening, and a severe thunderstorm watch has been added for many here in Montana. Our Storm Tracker weather team is here to tell us more. Grant Garland joins us with the latest. Grant?
All right, good evening, Tim. Good evening, everybody. That is right. We are under a severe thunderstorm watch for many of us here in our viewing area, and this is in effect until 11 p.m. tonight. Now, why is this? It's because of the ingredients that are there needed that has been really allowing for storms to fire up, and this is why the Storm Prediction Center, they have issued a low risk, rather a moderate risk for severe weather. Any isolated thunderstorms that are able to fire up will be able to bring with them damaging wind gusts. Hail is possible, but not likely, and frequent lightning. But let's go ahead and show you what we're actually seeing right now on radar. So there's a lot of activity happening. Zooming in here, though, close towards Helena, this is where we're looking at a lot of action, a lot of lightning strikes, seeing right and around Helena, northwest of Townsend, and west around Boulder, too, seeing some showers there. Out towards Cutbank, we did see a severe thunderstorm near Kalispell that has since weakened, and we are looking at some around Conrad too. Now later in the show, we're going to talk about what to expect for the rest of the work week, and I'm going to time out our chance for severe weather. But for now, Tim, back to you, sir.
All right, thanks a lot, Grant. Well, Cascade County Sheriff's Office announced today that an inmate died at the Cascade County Detention Center yesterday morning. The inmate has been identified as 30-year-old Zachary Swanson. The in-custody death is under investigation by the Division of Criminal Investigations and the Petroleum County Coroner's Office. Also at the Cascade County Detention Center at 7:10 last night, an inmate was charged with a felony for assaulting a peace officer. According to court documents, inmate Justin Len Cochran bit an officer who was in the process of handcuffing Cochran. Cochran also has a past history of convictions, one of which involved obstructing a peace officer. Lewis and Clark County leaders came together today to answer some of the public's questions about policing in the county. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian was at that meeting and reports on what they highlighted.
Lewis and Clark County leaders say since nationwide protests started following the death of George Floyd, they've heard from many people wanting to know how the county will respond. On Wednesday, the County Commission and Sheriff Leo Dutton held a community address to talk about some of the steps that have been taken in recent years. Dutton pointed to training his deputies go through on issues like avoiding racial profiling, when to use force, and how to de-escalate situations. Commissioners talked about efforts the county has already made to direct more money toward human services and mental health care. Leaders say they wanted to show the public what they've done so they can be on the same page if there need to be any more conversations about possible reforms.
I can't make Minneapolis go away. I can tell my citizens what we've done. I can tell my citizens we're open for a conversation.
Commissioner Susan Goodgeesy said there's always room for improvement, and leaders will keep looking for ways to handle these issues better. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
57 men and women have officially joined the ranks of Montana peace officers. Families gathered at the Helena Civic Center today. for the graduation ceremony of the 172nd class of the Montana Law Enforcement Academy. This class had some unprecedented challenges like no class before them. COVID-19 significantly changed their training protocols and were one of the only a few academies to continue classes this spring. The peace officers are also entering the job during a time of scrutiny towards the profession. Officers said the national spotlight on law enforcement was an open conversation at the academy. Every new officer MTN spoke with said that they can't wait to start protecting their communities and making a difference in the lives of the people that live there.
I'm really excited to join law enforcement, just so I can show them our training and everything, and what well-trained officers can actually do for public service.
We were aware of all of the things happening in the nation. It was not a topic that was off the table of discussion, but what we came up with as a class and really promised each other is that we're going to continue to do the job that we've been trained to do with integrity, respect, fairness, and impartiality. If we stick to that, I know we'll do well.
Meanwhile, a big boost to combat the manufacturing and distribution of meth and opioids in the state. The Department of Justice announced $42 million in funds across the country. Montana will get $1 million of that. This funding will help support investigations into meth trafficking. In a press release, Montana U.S. Attorney Kurt Alme said methamphetamine is Montana's #1 drug problem. Montana Attorney General Tim Fox said the money expands anti-meth grant funding that the state first received back in 2018. The Bureau of Land Management opened a public comment period today on proposed changes to the Scratch Gravel Hills area northwest of Helena. MTN's Alexia Aguayo gave us details and reactions.
The hills north of Helena could soon see a new trail system for those seeking additional recreation opportunities close to home. The new Recreation Area Management Plan, or RAMP, includes a new 40-mile trail open to biking, hiking, equestrian use, and more in Scratch Gravel Hills. The new trail system would also allow e-bikes less than 1 horsepower. One visitor we talked to supported the plan.
I have no problem with e-bikes being added to the mix. You know, I've done a lot of mountain biking in my life and also riding dirt bikes, and I think e-bikes are great. I mean, you know, they're quiet and they're not gonna, you know, I don't think they're anywhere near the threat that a normal dirt bike is. And
the new plan also includes improving signage and visitor information, providing sustainable option for continued use of existing trails and expanding existing trailheads for additional parking.
I think expanding the parking lot would be fantastic. Obviously, there's not a heck of a lot of parking up here right now, and I think this area is growing, so more parking is needed. So overall, I think it's a good idea.
You can see here the Bureau of Land Management has already posted signs near the trailheads regarding the public comment period that is until August 7th. However, if you have in-person questions you would like to ask, field office members will be at the Norris Trailhead July 16th and July 22nd from 6 to 8 p.m. to answer your questions. In Helena, I'm Alexia Aguayo, MTN News.
You know which fireworks are your personal favorites, but which are best suited to the needs of your kids and pets. Find out that and more coming up.
Powered by the Montana Television Network. The 5:30 News continues on Montana's News Leader.
Welcome back. 4th of July, it's right around the corner, and it's possible so is a fireworks stand near you. Today marking the first day of fireworks sales. So many fireworks stands have set up around Great Falls and neighboring areas. MTN's Lindsay Hyatt comes to us live from a fireworks stand with some cool displays in the works. Lindsay?
That's right, Tim. I'm at a fireworks stand in Black Eagle on the first day of fireworks sales, and while fireworks can certainly be dazzling, they can also be pretty startling for kids and pets. And so I spoke with fireworks stand operator Adam Wilson, who I have right here with me, to tell us which fireworks are the least disruptive and frightening for kids and pets. So we've got 3 fireworks here. Some of them, we have kind of a range going on, so we've got minor disruption to our grand finale. So will you tell us a little bit about the 3 pieces we have picked up?
Okay, so first item is going to be the poppets. It's fun for kids of all ages. Just little throwable pop rocks, basically. Throw them down and make a small little bang. Kids will love them. if dogs are super sensitive, they might be startled by it, but it's not much of a pop at all.
Okay, so poppets are going to be more for your young kids who you don't want to have the danger of using an actual firework. And then what about your pets? Which ones are going to be the safest for the pets? Is that these sparklers here?
Yes, ma'am. There you go.
Let's try and see if we can hold it.
Right. So pets, like you see, they make a
myself
little bit of fire, and at night they glow up real nice. Kids love playing with them. They don't make any loud bangs or anything, so they won't scare your pets or anything.
Okay. And how do I stop this sparkler from going? Do you blow it out?
When it gets to the end, it will go out.
Okay, so it's not a hazard then?
No, ma'am.
Okay, that's good to know, because I was a little bit worried that like my hand was going to catch on fire, but I think we're okay. All right, and our grand finale, he's going to show us the purple rain. Do you mind lighting that for us?
Sure, Lindsay.
All right,
Thank you, ma'am.
let's see it go.
Like the all smoke, a little bit of flare, but nothing that pops to the kids or the dogs.
Right, not going to be too spicy. All right, there you have it. We have 3 safe options for your kids and pets. Come check them out here at the TNT stand in Black Eagle. Back to you in the studio.
All right, there you go. Lindsay, thanks. The TNT fireworks stand in Black Eagle open until 11 this evening. They recommend purchasing fireworks early, as some of your favorites may sell out if you wait until the 4th. Well, back in early May, the Last Chance Community Powwow announced that it would be canceling this year's event and focus on the 2021 powwow. Tina Markham is chair for the powwow and said besides the obvious safety reasons for canceling the event, their main focus is on educating the community, which they aren't able to do as a result of capacity restrictions. And while the powwow is canceled, Markham said they're still trying to keep the community up to date during these times.
We have a Facebook page, and so they can message us. We have our phone still on, they can call us. And when we're out and about in public, if people who do know us, they come up and talk to us, and we still try to stay connected with in that way of, yes, you know, we're hoping for fundraising at spring of next year.
Markham told MTM that they hope to begin fundraising as soon as possible for the 2021 powwow next spring.
Well, the cold front is moving into the Treasure State, allowing for severe thunderstorms possible until 11 p.m. tonight. Don't go away. I'll have a look at your full 7-day forecast coming up right after this break. Welcome back, everyone. Well, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in place for many folks in our viewing area until 11 p.m. tonight. So right now, Cut Bank north of Great Falls as well as out towards Havre all in this. And this is all thanks to the ingredients needed with the warm weather as well as a cold front that's moving in that is allowing for showers to really kick off. So here's the playing field. We have a lot going on, especially down towards Helena. But real quick, want to go ahead and take it out to Cut Bank as well as Hart Butte. We did have a severe thunderstorm earlier that had been making its way towards Cut Bank, but has since died out. Also, a thunderstorm that moved through Chester and is headed out towards Havre in the next 30 minutes. But what we're really seeing is down towards Helena and the Great Divide. A lot of lightning strikes with this. I kind of took the lightning off because it really was cluttering the view. Just to give you a look at, we're seeing heavy downpours north of the Great Divide, west of Lincoln, also Helmville, McDonald Pass, Avon, heading on down towards Winston. We're looking at some heavy downpours there. Jefferson City, Boulder, around Clancy. So if you are hearing thunder, first off, when thunder roars, go indoors, but also just make sure that you're staying safe. I don't expect for many of these storms to really have large hail, anything really at all. We don't really have the difference in wind speeds as you go up in the air, in the atmosphere. We don't really have that here. So hail is possible, but we aren't looking at the possibility for it to be large. Damaging wind gusts, though, of course, with frequent lightning. So heads up, everybody pretty much in our state is under this chance for an isolated severe thunderstorm just because of the ingredients there. Also, our lifting mechanism, this cold front right here, is helping kick up these thunderstorms. Also, a low pressure in Idaho right now with the trailing cold front that is kicking up thunderstorms into the southwestern part of the Treasure State. So a lot is going on. And as we head throughout the night, we are looking at around 7:30 p.m. still looking at a lot of showers and thunderstorms from Kalispell to Cut Bank down towards Helena and Butte and Bozeman. Continuing throughout the night by around 11 p.m. the cold front sinks a little bit farther south. We could be looking at some isolated strong severe thunderstorms in and around Havre, north of Great Falls. We still could see that though, and in Cut Bank, looking at kind of the shower activity kind of dying out towards the end there. But as we go throughout the morning, we could still see maybe a few wraparound showers as the low pressure does die down. We are going to still see that cold front move through the Great Falls area towards Lewistown. Now, as we head throughout the day tomorrow, 25% chance of showers and thunderstorms that will be scattered. Widening out, we're going to see a high pressure then start to make its way into the Treasure State, allowing for a calm, nice day on Friday. We got to get there first, right? Here's a look right now at Great Falls, looking towards the southwest. That's what's coming our way. 86 degrees with a 7-mile-per-hour wind. Down towards Helena, kind of a little more eerie. We're seeing a lot more cloud cover and a little bit more darker contrast there. 87 degrees, winds out of the northwest at 9 miles an hour. Else we're seeing 89 in Havre, 90 in Glasgow, and 76 in Cut Bank, kind of where that rain-cooled air has already fallen. So the temperatures are there for these thunderstorms to really have that energy to kick off, and that's what we're looking at. West winds at 33 miles an hour in Cut Bank right now. But as we go throughout the day tomorrow, temperatures will warm up to 76 degrees with partly sunny skies. Isolated chance for scattered showers. Friday looks great. Saturday, partly sunny, and then showers and thunderstorms come back into the play in the afternoon. Sunday, we're going to be looking at a chance for storms, as well as Monday and Tuesday. And for our friends in Helena, really the same situation. Temperatures are going to be warming up to 88 degrees on Friday with mostly sunny skies, but showers and thunderstorms come back into play Saturday night. Tim?
Well, most sports have been shut out for the past few months, but some softball players are making themselves a part of the game. We'll have that story when we come back.
Powered by the Montana Television Network. The 5:30 news continues on Montana's news leader.
Although most professional sports might not be on television right now, people around the area are filling the void in their lives by getting on the field themselves. MTN's Sam Hoyle takes us to one softball league.
Adult slow-pitch softball isn't overly competitive, but that's okay because it's not meant to be. Nelma Mosier started playing slow-pitch softball nearly 50 years ago, and year after year, she keeps coming back simply because she enjoys the atmosphere.
I just love the people. I love being at the fields at night. Love the fact that, the camaraderie.
For Mosier, slow-pitch softball is also a family affair. She plays alongside a handful of family members, namely her daughter and granddaughter Shayna and McKenna Bashilla. And for Shayna, the sentiment is similar, but the added bonus is the family time together.
I think it's the social aspect. Get out, be with your friends, doing something fun, enjoying the weather, and you're all together.
Being able to spend a little bit of family time is also nice too, right?
It is, yeah. Especially when you get the young ones. They don't want to spend much time.
Though the name of the game is adult slow-pitch softball, those ages range from teenagers to retirees. Howard Reed, a 28-year veteran of the game, said while it's nice to play against people he's been playing against on a normal basis for nearly 3 decades, he wishes there was a bit more new blood around the league.
It's fun to see him come up and see how good a ball players they can be, because there is a transition to slow pitch, so it's really cool to see.
And this season looks a little different than years past, with COVID-19 delaying the start of the season and forcing social distancing requirements. But from Mosier's perspective, it's just good to finally play again.
A lot of high fake fives or bumps or whatever, but the camaraderie and the sportsmanship is there. Everybody wants to be out.
Reporting in Helena, Sam Hoyle, MTN Sports.
On the Health Beat tonight, multiple agencies including DPHHS and Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies of Montana have announced a new Safe Sleep initiative. The new initiative encourages evidence-based safe sleep practices for infants. It also provides educational materials to families across Montana. The initiative is a result of meetings with stakeholders and focus groups with Montana families. According to the director at Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies, improper sleeping habits is the leading cause of deaths in Montana infants.
We really wanted parents to really think and learn and make decisions for themselves about safety and understand that there's things that they can do every single day if they're thinking about it that can help keep their baby safe during sleep and help them rest well too.
The organization said they're offering free printing of the Safe Sleep campaign for pediatric clinics, family support nonprofits, or anyone who wishes to teach about safe sleep. We'll be right back with a final check of weather.
All right, so a severe thunderstorm watch in place for many folks until 11 p.m. tonight. We've got a lot of activity going on right now. As far as the radar is concerned, we're seeing a lot of lightning strikes, with those especially down towards Helena. And we're going to go ahead and zoom out there. That way you can see that's what's happened over the last 3 hours. What to expect, though, for tomorrow, we're going to be looking at temperatures 76 degrees with partly sunny skies.
All right, well, some folks were hoping to see a baby boom after this pandemic, but experts say that likely won't happen. In fact, experts at the Brookings Institution and March of Dimes predict we'll see the exact opposite, a baby bust. They examined data from the Great Recession and compared it to the flu pandemic in 1918 and found that mortality rates in general cause a drop in pregnancies. The number of pregnancies could continue to decrease as the pandemic continues. Anxiety over coronavirus and a loss of jobs could also contribute to fewer pregnancies. All right, well, the world needs more babies.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they're full of joy and
that's
laughter.
right. You just look at a baby and make your whole day. All right, that's all the time we have. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.